Hey, welcome to TS Paranormal Productions or Trap Souls Podcast, whatever you want to call it. I am here with Tennessee Shadow Chasers out of Johnson City, Tennessee, obviously. But glad you guys are on the show. We got Aaron, Haley, and Dee. We'll start with Aaron because she's the co-founder of the Shadow Chaser.
Dee is also a co-founder. She just didn't put it in the title.
She just did put it. Well, you're gonna go first anyway. So,
Okay.
so how did this group become?
Really, so several of us worked together at an event company, like a ghost hunting event company, and that company disbanded, and we still wanted to investigate. So we all got together and started investigating. And then we wanted to join into the world's largest ghost hunt. And we went to Scott County, right, Dee?
Yeah, it was Scott County.
So we went to Scott County, and we've just been rocking and rolling ever since, and picking some people up along the way, like Haley and some other teammates. And we honestly just clicked together. We're all so vastly different, but we work together, and it's pretty epic when we investigate places together.
So how long ago was that you guys created this group?
The inception was probably 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Yeah, we've been together 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've all been hunting for years separately.
Yeah.
For many years, but as a whole, as Tennessee Shadow Chasers, for 3 years.
Okay. So
yeah, we started the name because we wanted to get into Octagon Hall. Remember?
Oh, right.
And we wanted to get into Octagon Hall, and they said you have to be an established team, and we were like, okay. So Audra, our other co-founder, said we'll call ourselves Tennessee Shadow Chasers, and we ran with it and did some social media, and it took off.
Yeah.
No, it's a cool name because you always see like ghost chasers and everything else. So Shadow Chasers kind of separate you a little bit. I saw your name. I'm like, were you chasing shadows one day and decided to come with that name, or?
We kind of all got together on Messenger, and we were spitballing a bunch of ideas, and that just stuck, and we all agreed to it. We were like, that's a great name. Yeah.
So Haley, when did you join?
So I had officially joined this year, so maybe a couple months ago when we went to the con. That's when I officially joined. I'm from West Virginia. So I'm actually not located in Tennessee. I had met Dee and Audra at Fairfield County Infirmary in Lancaster, Ohio. Oh, Lord. It's not 2 years ago, maybe a little bit over a year. It's
been about 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. So I met those two lovely ladies, and I loved their energy, and we all just clicked so well. And then we connected on Facebook, and I shot Audra a message and said, hey, if you ever go on any more investigations, let me know. And they just kind of adopted me since, but I'm really, really, really lucky to be in this group with these people.
Aw, thanks.
Lucky to have you, Haley.
How many members do you have?
Love you. How many do we have now?
7.
Yeah.
7.
Mm-hmm.
All women, or?
No, we have 2 guys.
Yeah, we have Jay and Bailey are the men on our team. And then Haley, me, Dee, Audra, Jennifer.
Okay.
Yep.
It's interesting because you usually see there's a few all men's teams out there, but there's a lot of all women's teams out there, which I think realistically works better because you talked about Fairfield County. I've been there before, and I had friends go there, and it kind of seems like the women get majority of the, I guess, action, you want to call it, at Fairfield County.
Mm-hmm.
When I was there, nothing.
Really?
I mean, I was with like 3 other guys, nothing. The girls kind of went their own way, and it was nonstop for them.
We had
a lot of activity. Yeah, go ahead, Dee.
I'm sorry. We got a lot of activity at Fairfield. It was me and Haley and Audra and a couple of other girls, and we kind of hung out together, and it really had a lot of activity. There was a lot of things going on. And then there was a 9-year-old that was there that same night. There was a 9-year-old there investigating with her dad.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's cool.
I inspire to be her when I grow up. Because
She was so courageous, no fear. I mean, I was like, I want that to be my kid when I have children.
Yeah.
The fact that it was a
Yeah.
daughter-father duo was just
Yeah.
awesome. To
Oh, I
see.
know.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah.
She was awesome. I mean, like she was like, yeah, I'll do Estes. And she just grabbed the headphones and walked into a dark room. And I was like,
Start 'em
what
while
just
they're young.
happened?
Start them while they're young, right? Teach them young at a little age how to behave, and then
Yeah.
as they grow up, they're just going to be rocking it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I have teammates now that won't do that.
Right. But really, our team, so with the dynamics of the 2 men and the rest of us being women, we have great activity.
Yeah,
And
we do.
and when we go to places, we'll split up sometimes and we'll swap, so 2 will go over here, 2, and then, we just kind of mix it up. And with us doing that, and we actually laugh a lot at our investigations. So there is a small scientific side to it, but we're there to enjoy ourselves as well. And the spirits are dead. They're not boring. They're dead. So, they like to hang out and talk and tell jokes too. They have a sense of humor too. So we have a lot of fun. And with the combo of all of us, it's just second to none.
That's cool. You guys got a good group. It seems like a good mixture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most groups have that. Some don't, but I think most do have a pretty good mixture that I've had on the show. We have Southern Ohio Paranormal Society on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Donna and Audra. That's guessing that you're
Audra and Jennifer are on our team. Yeah.
okay.
And Southern
So,
Ohio are awesome.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, pop them up and they'll answer about Tennessee. So talking to Aaron a little bit before the other 2 jumped on, like we don't hear too much about Tennessee paranormal wise up in Ohio. It's always, we have Indiana, Pennsylvania, Texas is big, West Virginia is big, Kentucky. Not much Tennessee talk. So what's the big place down there?
Oh my gosh.
We like to keep our ghost private down here.
Yeah. Tennessee's closed.
We keep them to ourselves. We just want all the ghosts.
You don't want to share?
Yeah, we don't want to share our ghosts with the others.
Our favorite place is the Ura Shrine. That's because we're ambassadors of the Ura Shrine.
Yeah.
It's a magical, mystical, amazing, crazy location. It's in Bristol, like I said. And then you have South Pittsburgh Hospital. You have where?
Brushy
Mountain. We're getting ready to go to Brushy Mountain. Look, I got my Brushy shirt on. Yeah.
And don't forget Scott County. Absolutely one of the best.
The most amazing jail, Scott County Historic Jail. There's South Pittsburgh Hospital, Harriman Hospital. Those are good. Halesbar Dam, I'm not sure if they're doing. We've not gone there. Rugby. Yeah,
Rugby.
Duh.
I wasn't thinking either.
There's so many different places. Yeah, there's so many different places down here, man. You guys got to get down here and check it out.
I talked about with my group going down to Brushy Mountain next year. So
yeah, we're going. This is like our 3rd time going as the Tennessee Shadow Chasers, and we're excited. We got some us there with some spirits, so we got to figure some stuff out this go around.
Don't you love that though? When you go to a place and you just feel like there's unfinished business, you have to go back. I mean, I love when I go to those places. Like a lot of people know, I go to Madison Seminary a lot. I've been there 13 times.
Yeah.
And there's still unfinished business there. Every time I go there, I'm like, I'm going to get answers. And obviously I get more questions than answers. I mean, it's the paranormal world, but keep going back. Luckily, it's only 10 minutes down the road for me, so I can do that.
But you're right, because when you get into those places, I know Haley and Dean, you guys will agree. Sometimes, I mean, we're going to go back to Rugby every year, and it's going to be different every year. It's going to be, and every time we go to the shrine, it's different. So
Yeah.
that unfinished business, when there's so many spirits that are willing to talk to you,
Yeah.
you just want to keep going back and have more conversations with them. It's kind of the point, you know?
Yeah. We're here to get answers. So, I mean, that's what we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you guys ever want to go to Madison? I said it's 10 minutes down the road. I'm always game. I just went with RC Paranormal a couple weeks ago, and it was kind of cool. No one from my team could go, and I didn't know how big their team was. And it was 2 people, so there's only 3 of us in that whole place, and it was the
That's
first time.
Oh, that's
Dude,
awesome.
Yeah,
for just 3 of you? Wow.
yeah, it was
Awesome.
great. I mean,
That's
we use that place as our training ground. Like
Mhm.
we always bring people that have never done investigations before there, and because it's so close and we know it. But this was like the first time, because usually we have about 14 people there, and I showed up and there's only 2 of them. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. Like we had a lot of activity, so it was a cool place. If you guys ever want to come up, let me know.
Yeah, I've never been to Madison either. We've been to Fairfield, but not Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta let my dog out of my room here. Look at
All right.
that.
So here we do. Yeah. We'll get some generic questions out of the way. How'd you get into paranormal? Whoever wants to start.
Do you want to go first?
See if you want to start.
Well, I've always been interested in paranormal ever since I was little. I grew up in an old farmhouse, and the farmhouse I grew up in, my grandfather had passed away in, and the original farmhouse had burnt down, and so they'd built back onto the original foundation. So there was always weird stuff going on. And I grew up with 2 grandmothers that were born in 1902, so the old ways were the ways when I was growing up. So I was always interested in paranormal. I did some paranormal investigation, here and there when I was a teenager. Then as an adult, a lot of local small places with another group here in Tennessee. I did those. But it wasn't until I got with Aaron and Audra and them, I started doing the large locations. Old South Pittsburgh Hospital was my first big location. Yeah, and I really, after that one, that was when it was, it was still new, and I was like, this was crazy. And then I was talking to a non-paranormal friend, and she's like, well, you're probably never going to do that again. And I was like, are you insane? I've got to do it again. So here we are. So here we are many years later and still going. And it's an addictive thing to start, because you start getting information, and you get to, one thing is you get to go to all these historical locations, these amazing, beautiful historical locations that other people don't usually get to see unless you're a paranormal team going in there. And you get this whole place unlocked for you, and you're just, it's like a kid in a candy store. You're getting to see history, and you're getting to talk to history. So you're getting answers from the original people that were there from 1800s or even earlier sometimes. So I mean, it's truly amazing, and I think everybody should give it a try at least once to see if you're going to like it, because I think 99% of people would love it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Haley?
Yeah, so Dee, honestly, kind of our experiences are somewhat the same. I grew up in like the peak of ghost hunters and ghost adventures, and more so ghost hunters though, watching Jason Oz and Grant. And at the time I was kind of in between on whether I was curious or scared by it. And as I got older, it was just one of those things I would watch all the time, and I would think, hey, I'm actually more curious about this than I am scared. I would like to see if this is real, if I could get answers on this. And as that evolved, as I got older, it kind of just became more inquisitive in nature, kind of going through my own spiritual journey and asking those questions. Because like you said before, we're all just trying to find answers, answers that resonate with us and help us along our journey. But I met Dee and Audra at Fairfield, and I actually started going to some of these locations by myself. I ended up telling my now fiance, do I really want to go to these places alone? I mean, that was for me, is going to these places alone. And I said, I'm going to do it. Screw it. And I met, obviously,
So brave of you, by the way. That was so brave. Seriously.
these were like 2 to 3 hour drives, and I was driving home at like 2 in the
Yeah.
morning from Fairfield, and it's about
Yeah.
2 hours away from me. And I was like, I'm just going to do it. And I mean, look where it left me now. And it is addicting. I would agree with Dee. It kind of, like you said, you go to these locations and then you're left with something unresolved, and it just keeps you in that continual inquisitive cycle. So that's what I really like about it for me.
That's good. Me, I'm a weirdo.
Me too.
I know they get tired of hearing it, but my first memory in life, my first memory in life is also my first paranormal experience at 3 years old, right? And it kept going from there to where every other weekend I spent the night at my grandmother's house, which happened to be a funeral home. So I was also around the dead my entire life. So I'm just a weirdo. And I'm with them. It's becoming, I remember the first time that I realized that you could investigate. I didn't know. I knew you could watch it on TV
Mhm.
and you could watch scary movies. I didn't realize that I, as a person, could actually go to these places. So once I figured that out, I mean, here, take my money.
Yeah.
You know, take my money. You know, I don't care. I mean, I have to go ghost hunting. My husband does not investigate. He does not investigate. He supports me, but he does not like the idea of investigating. But he's very patient with me as well, because he knows that I have to, at least once a month, I've got to do something in the paranormal, at least once a month. And if not, I get very cranky and pouty, and that's not good. So, you know. But yeah, we're all but the brass tacks of it is we're all in it for answers. You know, because we're talking to people who used to live, breathe, eat, sleep, you know, work, and now their body doesn't exist, but their spirit's still here. And so the fact that we can talk to them is, that in itself is so amazing to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like Dee said, the history part of it though is huge.
Absolutely.
All these buildings we get to go to and see, and we wouldn't go to them unless we were paranormal investigators. I mean, there's not too many people that just want to go look at old buildings, but once you get in there, hear the history of them, it's unbelievable. So I mean,
Yeah.
it goes hand in hand. I mean, if you don't like history, then probably should do paranormal. But
Yeah.
I mean, and you get to see more, and when you're there, a lot of times when your group is there, you get to see like behind the curtain kind of stuff that normal daytime tours don't get to see or hear of those things. So you get to dive deeper into that history and the paranormal. I think it's awesome.
Like with Smith County Courthouse, they opened the archives, those 2 archive rooms when we were down there, remember? And they let us go in there, and those books were from the 1700s that we were getting to look through. Yeah.
We could have spent the whole time just looking through all of them. They were handwritten, and they were like, these books were bound together. It was so amazing to see
Beautiful.
that, to where they were letting us handle this stuff and see it and look at it. So I guarantee if you just walk in there in the daytime, they don't let you do that. They don't let the general public do that.
no, I mean, that's part of, he has been a group for 3 years, which actually is pretty long right now. I mean, it's 3 years is, if you look at Facebook, most people have been 1-2 year group, a lot of, but again, they've been investigating most of their lives. My group's like 1.5, 2 years old, but I've been doing this for over 20 years.
That's
so
right.
It's kind of, goes hand in hand, but again, you have someone like Haley who didn't do as much.
Yeah.
But then Aaron and Dee have done it their whole lives. So it helps learn the right way too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you bring, young energy in it too. I mean, when I
Mhm.
saw Haiti when she came in, she was like bouncing and stuff. Like, so she has a lot of energy, which helps during investigations.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good.
Energy,
So
and energy during investigations is so important. The different energy that you bring. And I'm telling you, I mean, it's so funny how sometimes life, when we go on these ghost hunts, when we go on these investigations, we try to leave our regular lives behind us,
Mhm.
to where we're just in the moment and we're enjoying our time with our paranormal family, because that's what Tennessee Shadow Chasers is to all of us. Is we're just a big family. And I mean, God, we're in contact with each other on the daily through Facebook Messenger. We really are, all
Yeah.
day long,
All day.
But yeah, it's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
But and teams, and like you're saying, Ryan, teams that maybe have like 2 or 3 years under their belt, but have so many other years individually. A lot of teams, I kind of feel like Tennessee Shadow Chasers, we've changed. We've changed members over this time frame, but I think we've finally settled to where this is it. This is our
Yeah.
team, to where it's not, because I mean, teams can disband a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's all about energy. So it just depends on what you're bringing into the investigation. So if you're not getting along with your team members, or it muddles the whole thing up, and the whole investigation just kind of sucks. I mean, so when you come in with good intentions and you feel at peace with your team and everything's good, chances are you're going to have a run-in with the paranormal and you're going to get evidence.
I mean, when you have 7, 8 people, you're gonna, like you said, team members are gonna switch up.
Yeah.
Someone might want to go on their own or create another team. Maybe they don't like the way it's usually not the way you investigate, but they're more into something else.
Right.
So I mean, they're going to switch up. My team members have switched. I mean, I still have my core, but there's been people that have been on my team that are now, they went on their own with 2 other people, and I'm fine with that. And then, lately I've been doing a lot of stuff just on my own, going with other groups.
See, that's important too, Ryan, because we have a lot of people who like to do that with us. They like to come join us to see how we investigate, or they've heard that we're fun to investigate with, so they kind of want to see how we do things. So we're very good at taking people in, not onto the team, but we take them into investigations, and we treat them like we've known them for years. I mean, we get along with people, and so I think that's really important, switching it up and taking on individuals, onto our team to help them out and teach them how to, because there's some, who was it, Dee, that wanted to learn. We've had several who wanted to learn how to investigate.
Candida.
Yes.
Was Candida one of them?
Candida. Yeah, Candida. And
Yeah.
we love Candida. She's not on our team, but I know that we're going to be inviting her more and more to come with us, because she's a great person. She's a great investigator. Patience. She's perfect.
Yeah, we had like you see Southern Ohio Paranormal Society. I've not investigated with them yet. We've been trying. I think in December they're coming at the Madison Seminary with me. Verona Ghost Chasers. I mean, Verona Ghost Chasers, 27 Spirits, Almay Paranormal, RC Paranormal, Lake Erie Shadow Hunters. Those are all people I've investigated with lately. We're actually doing what I call the Fellowship of the Spirits in December. I invited them all up to Madison. So there's going to be like 6, 7 groups are going to Madison Seminary, and it's going to be hopefully under 20 people, but we're just going to have a good time. I mean, that's what it's about.
Hey, Jay. Our other team member, sorry. Jay Lozano.
But yeah, it's going to be fun.
That's really cool. So when are you doing that?
December 5th.
That's cool.
So I just wanted to get, I talk to these guys all the time. I mean, Southern Ohio Paranormal and Verona, we have a podcast together once a month. We just started called Beyond the Spirits.
Cool.
So it's a Q&A podcast. We just get on, people ask questions, and we're having Dr. Jeff Blackburn. I think that's his name. As our special guest this month, he's a demonologist. So just have fun. Again, I can't get out and investigate all the time, so I do podcasts because my wife.
That's a great thing to do. It's important. I like podcasts because it gets you to know other people. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Jay, there you go. Jay Blackburn. Thank you, Southern Ohio. I am terrible with names too. So,
Don't feel bad. I am cool.
no, I think it's important to go with other groups. You can learn, just like watching shows, you can learn what to do and what not to do. Like you want to learn what not to do, watch Ghost Adventures. I mean, that's
that's it.
and people still make fun of me because I watch it, and I just want to make sure I don't look like that when I go on camera. So
Yeah.
That's the good thing about Audra is our debunker. She is our debunker, and she makes sure that nothing, even slightly, that could be, you know,
like no stone goes unturned.
Non-paranormal gets by. So yeah, she's amazing. She is truly amazing. We love her.
And I forget my names all the time. I don't forget your name, Jay.
So, I mean, we're talking about debunking, so let's go with Ghost Adventures. What do you guys think about orbs?
Listen, I hate orbs. I'm not saying, it's just 99.999% of the time it's dust.
Thank you.
It's thunder. It's something.
A bug. It's a bug.
Bug, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious when something comes across your screen. I mean, if it's something spiritual, it's not going to show up as just like a blink, 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 blink. You know, I mean, maybe it could, but I don't know. Yes, that's right.
I mean, let's be honest. So there can be orbs out there. I believe they are real orbs.
Yeah,
but
there can be.
But there's too much other stuff it could be that we can say.
Way too much other stuff. Yeah, that's one of those things that's almost impossible to debunk. So that's one of those things that we tend to just throw out. Yeah.
I mean, we talk about Ghost Adventures. They do it all the time. So
all the time,
non-stop orbs.
Wah, wah. Give me something.
The example at Brushy. Now that we're going back to Brushy this weekend, the last time we went to Brushy Mountain, we were in a location called Supermax, and it was where they house the worst of the worst prisoners. And when we went in there, we had, what was it, a rock or a stone? It was like a decent sized stone.
It was like a rock.
Yeah, I mean, it was a decent
substantial size.
Propping a door open, and it was a heavy door. And
it had stayed open for 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, it was quite a long time. And we were just talking and asking it to do something, or asking somebody to give us a sign that they're here. We had to use some like flashlight communication and stuff like that. And there was communication happening. And when we had asked for some type of sound or some type of noise in order to give confirmation that what we're talking to is intelligent, we heard a huge bang. And we actually have video of this, which was super cool at the time. Huge loud noise, and it caught me off guard. And I was like, something has came in this building, like whatever it was. It was such a loud noise, and we had went downstairs to go and check it out, and we had thought it was a door. Go down there, and the door was shut. And so I think that's the good thing about our team, is that we had tried to debunk that. Was it the wind? Could there have been something to move this rock from the door to make this happen? I that's what I really appreciate about our team, and especially Audra, so all of us came together to try to make sense of what just happened. But the crazy thing is it happened twice on command. On command. And it was just the most insane. It's still one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Audra has actually witnessed it with her eyes closing the second time.
So that's when we called it we have something we call a no moment, right?
Yeah.
like long story. We can explain it to you if you ever have us on again, or if you happen to stop on tonight, whatever. But the no moment is when something very substantial is happening to you, and you're like, no, 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 no. That was Audra's no moment. That blew her mind.
To try and make sense of something or try to debunk it, and you physically cannot, and it's just one of the things that makes you want to go back. So I mean,
but we also, I mean, like, she's the one that debunked that light at Octagon Hall that bounced off of two different things. That car light came in. It was over an hour that we spent trying to debunk that, but we did it.
Yeah.
We managed it.
Yeah, we did it. Because we were in the basement of Octagon Hall, and there was like this little light that would show up, and there was no light source around it. And after intense trying to figure this out, because anything we put out there is paranormal, we don't ever want anybody to think we're faking it, or that we're just stupid and we don't understand that, the door card. Yeah.
That was the no moment.
Yeah. Like a smartwatch can set some equipment off, and so, it's we don't put anything out that's not substantial enough to put out, and if we don't understand it, we'll still put it out and say, hey, it's open for discussion. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're very careful about that because we watch Beardo. Do you know who Beardo is on YouTube?
I've heard of him, but I haven't watched it.
Oh man, listen, he's really, really smart. He's so smart he can get kind of irritating sometimes because he's so smart. But he takes paranormal stuff like investigations, and he dissects them. And he'll tell you if they're faking or not. But then he gives you ideas to think about. So there was one episode with the paranormal twins, and something about, there was a scene where somebody had a smartwatch on and some equipment went off, and then the camera cuts back and they don't have the smartwatch on and the equipment's not going off. And then they cut back and somebody has that smartwatch on again and that equipment starts going back off. So he was, so he kind of was like, okay, is this setting it off or is this really paranormal? And we watch this stuff and we utilize it. Like, how can we do this and look better? How can we put out quality content? It's pretty fun.
Makes sense. I mean, like you said, you watch shows and you do everything, try to get better at it. I mean, I don't really. Actually, I was going over videos before I got on with you because I'm so far behind. Trying to find stuff, and like I got the MF rope, I got the dead bell, and it's just I have a hard time putting that stuff out there. But I mean, I guess I got to start because it was interesting.
Yeah.
And, sooner or later, I'll post videos. All my videos are podcasts right now, so
but it's fun. It's fun going through that evidence.
Are they talking about old hospital at College Hill?
Old hospital on College Hill. That was the no moment. That's when the inception of no moment came into play with Bailey on our team.
Last year,
there was so much going on at the same time that
last year
on the hallway and just took us all with him, shoved us all like an armload, and he shoved us through all this door that was like, and we just except for Audra, she was in the hallway, she fell down and just laughing with tears rolling down her face.
Yeah.
Jay was
turned.
Jay was in the basement.
I was looking for her. We thought she was. Yeah. We turned around looking for Audra because I was like, where's she?
Yeah. She was on the floor.
And I was like, oh my God, are you okay? And she's like, looks up at me with just tears and she's laughing so hard she couldn't breathe. And she said, that looked like Scooby-Doo. She said it looked just like Scooby and Shaggy was trying to go through a door.
That's so funny.
It was. That was nice.
That was, listen, Ryan, get this. We were at College Hill and we were like, okay, we're going to have fun because we had College Hill for 2 nights. This is just a few months ago. And we were staying at Dr. Conley's house. So we were within walking distance of the hospital. And so we had it for 2 whole days. and there were no day tours. So, we had it. And so we decided we're going to have fun because we've got so much time. And we all have experiments we want to try, but there's a large amount of time in 2 days. So we start playing hide and seek. And there was 2 people. Bailey was it. And then there's somebody else. Danny Ray was filming him. And so we all scattered and we all hid. And Jay hid very high up on something, very, very high. I'm not going to say what, but he hid very high up, and that was funny. But then we all had walkie-talkies. And, the walkies are working. And we hear, shh, can somebody please let us out of the stairwell? And we're like, what? You hear Bailey saying, we're stuck in the stairwell. We're like, are you for real? I'm sitting there going, you don't understand. I'm highly competitive. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not leaving my spot. No, sir. Audra ended up, because as he was going through finding people, he would collect them and he had to take them with him. So there were, I think, Candida and Jennifer he had found. Yeah, so there were 2 that he found. Audra had to give up her spot, and then they had to come find the rest of us. But it was funny. I mean, this is our team. They walked into the stairwell, and the door shut behind them, and it locked them in a stairwell. And they were supposed to be looking for people. It was funny. Sorry, that was just way off base, but that was a good memory too. It was so funny. Oh, Jay did get stuck. Listen, this man, I think he's part spider monkey. Okay, because he parkour, not even parkour. He was just he scaled the wall. And he was just up on the top, way, way up top to where there was no way anybody's going to find him.
What was it? What was it he said to Bailey? As above, so below.
Jay kept coming on the walkie and he'd be like, as above, so below. As above, so below. And his shoes gave him away. His damn shoes. You hear me? Because they were white. And so we all had these UV lights for flashlights so they don't blind you, and they're little lights. Well, somebody put their flashlight up there and oh, come on. They glow like the sun, It was so funny. Oh, but that's what it's like investigating with us. We laugh. We are so stupid. We are really silly.
So you have to have fun. I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of times where there's not, no pun intended, there's a lot of dead space, a lot of downtime, a lot of, But there's a lot of times where, they don't want to talk to you or they're tired or so you've got to kind of fill the space with something. Yeah. So might as well be your own laughter.
Well, you might get a reaction from that too, though. I mean,
yeah, we did that mock trial, and that's when we got all the evidence down at the courthouse that time. Was when we was doing the mock trial. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Octagon Hall, we did, we sat in the parlor and did the voices. We were just goofing off. Me and Audra's just goofing off, and everything just started going off then. Because, I mean,
they just started talking in random accents and making up stories about land, and women owning land at a certain time. And it was just crazy. They had this whole little story woven around them, and the spirits were reacting to it.
Yeah.
It's cool because when you don't pay attention, when you're not paying attention to them, that's when they want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to do that a lot. I always tell my group if it's dead, as you call it, just have conversations with each other.
Yeah.
Talk about how would it be like to live back then, or what would you be doing back then? And like I said, I have a mixed group too. I have a girl, Sarah, and her girlfriend, and she always talks about, she's a woman, gay, I'm in charge of this place now type stuff. What would it be like if I was in charge? You're talking back early 1900s, that didn't fly back then.
Yeah.
So
no.
She usually gets good responses, but The problem with Sarah, though, she gets a response and she hears it, she's running. We call her scared Sarah. I mean, so she'll go in there. She's a good investigator, but she hears something, she's gone for a little bit. So
Yeah.
Well, at Lizzie Borden's house, Aaron, is when you got all the activity of when you were applying for a position to be a
The
maid.
world's worst Irish accent. Oh my god.
Worst
And I'm
Irish accent.
Who knew? I can't sound like I'm from Ireland. God forbid. I was really bad. But we did.
The
I
lights
was,
went off.
applying for a maid position or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a maid's
Yeah.
position. Yeah.
And they didn't like Irish. And so I became Irish. It was terrible.
They cut the lights on us. That's when they cut the light. Yeah.
They did. Only some lights, not like all the lights. So it wasn't
Not
like
all of them.
Yeah, we were in the parlor and Audra was in the library or something, whatever that room, or the smoking room or whatever, off the dining room. And and the lights just poof, went off. Some of them in that room, some of them in our room, some of them in the hallway. It was intense. That place was cool. We were so tired that we didn't realize how much evidence we were capturing until like 2 weeks after we got home, and we all start looking over our evidence and we're like, wait a second. Holy smokes. Wow. Look at this and look at this. It was really cool. We were so tired. We had gone so long, been on the go.
has there ever been one like instance or place that kind of like question yourself, like, why am I doing this? Or like, uh-oh moment?
Oh, yeah. Like, do you mean like, I don't know.
I mean, for like 10 seconds, like, oh man, what am I doing? Type
Like,
thing.
what the hell have I got myself into?
Yeah.
I do that every day. Every day I wake up, I'm like, damn, what have I done?
Monday through Friday, every day I go to work. That's exactly what I do every single day. What have I gotten myself into?
Oh, no, I mean, what about you? What about you, Haley? Take this one.
Oh, I mean, I'm trying to think of, I just had a like unique experience at rugby. It wasn't necessarily what did I get myself into, but it was, I will say this, it was by far the most jump scare realization that I've ever had in my 2 to 3 years of doing this. We were at rugby this past September, early September. And do you remember what house we were in when it happened? Yeah, the Kingston Lyle house. And we were kind of spread out. It's a pretty small house. But there was, Aaron was in the main room, and then it was me, Dee, and Jennifer in another room, but we were kind of spread out as much as we could. And then Audra was in front of me in the dining room, and we were in the bedroom. And obviously we had all the lights out and everything, and Aaron was in Estes, and we were asking questions or trying to initiate a conversation, and we had gotten some pretty intelligent answers. It was going well. And as Estes was going on, we started seeing shadows making its way through the walls and stuff, and just things here and there that I was trying to make sense of with my eyes. Am I seeing things? Am I not? So in my head, when I see stuff like that, I kind of just keep it to myself to see if anyone around me notices, because I don't want to be the first one to say, did you see that? I want confirmation. But this was an exception. So Audra was facing me, and I was looking at her, and I kept seeing things go behind her, but I said, okay, maybe it's just my eyes. I'm not going to say anything. And as I was looking at her, a figure right next to her hip, and I don't know if you've ever seen, Ryan, like something really distinct, whether it's a shadow figure, and it's, for me, completely black, no space whatsoever, and you could tell shape in it. Yeah. And it was right by her hip, and it almost like came out from under her like peekaboo and went back behind her. and it scared the poop out of me. I mean, I was not expecting it in the slightest. It was one of those things where it just caught me so off guard that it was almost like somebody, like I thought it was somebody behind her, like a human. And it got me so worked up that I just had to exit the house real quick and catch my breath, because it was the most distinct apparition or shadow figure that I have ever seen in my 2 to 3 years of doing this. And I tried to make sense of it and I just couldn't. And it was one of those things where it was like, oh man. And now I want to go back and do it again.
I've never seen her shook up like that. Dee had to take her outside.
Yeah, I did. But I tell you what, that Haley has got more guts than 50 grown men, because she sat outside. She was shaking. She said, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And then she took her fist and hit herself in the legs and said, nope, going back in. Jumps up. And I said, I guess we're going back in. And I'm behind her. And she marched right back in there. And she was like, I'm here. She was just like, do it again. I was like,
yeah.
Okay, girl.
In those moments, I mean, I want to be able to face my fears, because this is what we're doing. I mean, we all have some level of something that we're afraid of, or something that might catch us off guard. But the whole reason why I'm doing this is because it is, to some extent, a fear for me. I don't enjoy being in the dark at 3 a.m. in these locations, but I'm trying to get answers. So it's one of those things that makes me want to do more.
Yeah.
It does make sense, like, because we do it all the time, and it is part of facing fears. I mean,
it is.
Yeah, we're here to get answers, but as a personal thing, like, you want to overcome your fear also. So, I mean, I do all the time. I like doing solos. I love going out by myself in dark basements, whatever. And I always try to go without a flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some rooms, I mean, you're investigators, you walk by and like, oh, I don't know about that room. Like, it just feels bad. Yeah. But sometimes you gotta close your eyes for a second and just walk in there to face that fear.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel good once you don't feel good once you're in there, but you feel better about yourself that you did it. Like, you faced your fear of going in there.
Right.
And again, you might poop yourself. I mean, it happens. I mean, your story sounds like, I picture like a kid behind their mom that's like nervous with people around, like peeking around.
Yeah.
That's
very,
exactly.
It was very playful energy. Yeah. I mean, the what was his name again? I'm going to mispronounce it. Hiram. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was a story of him in Rugby. I think he was 12 or 13 when he passed, but it was from a hunting accident where he got shot in the chest and had passed on the property. But there's a ton of stories about him and how he goes to different houses and makes himself known, and very playful. And I think that's what he was trying to do. It was just one of those moments where I wasn't expecting him. And I had told myself, like, when Dee was with me, and I was like, I kind of feel bad because I screamed and it just caught me off guard. And I was like, I think I scared him by doing that. So I'm like, let me go in and tell him that I didn't mean to scare him.
She was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It was so sweet. It was a very sweet moment.
But that's what
kids are really disarming. I mean, when you see a child spirit, that's really scary.
It is.
I think seeing a child spirit is scarier than being in the room with like a demon. I really do. It's terrifying because children, it just goes against everything I believe,
Yeah.
That the child would be here.
Made me question things too, because I'm kind of the opinion. I mean, I'm open to all things and all perspectives. But when it comes to children and the afterlife, I know there's been several mixed beliefs upon that. Do children exist in the afterlife? Are they different from adults in that kind of mind of thinking? So that's interesting to me a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
A lot of people think that, you see a children's spirit, it's a demon portraying itself as a child to get you comfortable around, to open yourself up. I mean, I don't really I mean, it's possible, but I don't really believe in all that.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if there's a theory that I've been batting around for years, and I'm trying to get confirmation of it, but I wonder if spirits can present themselves. Say they died at 85 years old. If their happiest memory was when they were 8,
Right.
and that's when they were, they felt the best or whatever, for whatever reason, when they're in their spirit form, is that how they present themselves? Are you able to present yourself during your happiest time, or are you running around pretending to be a kid?
Yeah.
Or because, when you're a spirit, time has no construct. So can you bounce from being a child to being an older person to being in your 20s? That's something that I really want to find out with spirits is, are they stuck in the form? There was a TV show years ago and a girl died and she was mad and she was like, these are the clothes I died in. It's like, do you stay in the clothes that you died in? Or are you able to, I don't know.
Sure.
It's kind of interesting. Can you go back to your happiest time?
Oh, no, there's that thing they say about like psychiatric hospitals, because a lot of them have like childlike memories, so they believe they're a child even though they're 50, 60. Same with dementia patients.
Right.
So if that's what they portray themselves as when they die, is that what they portray themselves when they're a spirit? Will we ever know? I mean, no, but
No.
I mean, it's
someday,
possible.
maybe when we're on the other side.
Yeah, maybe, but I'll come back and tell you. But I mean,
right. Okay, deal.
That's like
Good
at the year Shrine. Michelle has all those children's books where she reads to those books to the kids, and she gets a lot of activity and a lot of interaction from reading children's books. Yeah. So, but with that place, it's a train station. You just don't know. You don't know what you're getting from minute to minute.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're
exactly right.
Yeah.
But it just got me thinking, I don't know, because I just have a hard time thinking that if a child passes away that they're stuck, I don't know. I mean, I could be so wrong about that, but that's one of those answers that I would like to have, because I was at the Jailer's Inn one time with my sister and a friend, Kim, and my niece. And I kept seeing this blonde-haired kid. And this blonde-haired kid started out as a good kid, but the grandparents, I mean, it was just like flashcard pictures, right? And so I gathered together this story that this kid was told by his elders that he was not going to be worth snot. Like, he wasn't going to be worth anything. So you might as well not even try being a good person, because it's just not going to work. So when he died, but he died, he still had long blonde hair. And yeah, the person that I saw, if you aged him to like 45, 50 years old, was the prisoner that was there. It was pretty cool. So that's where the idea came from, that did he revert to like 8 years old, because that's when he was happiest. So I'd really like to know. So that's something I'd like to find out someday. Maybe.
Bailey, we're going to talk about the shaking technique.
No, Bailey, we're not. No, Bailey, we are not. No.
I'm interested.
We'll talk about this later, because I don't know what he's referring to, but I don't know if I want to know.
Haley will tell you later.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, you do. And you
it's
do
not,
too. Everybody knows that in the four
it's not even PG. It's not even PG-13. We're not even allowed to say that on the internet.
But you know what he's talking about. It is the four corners, okay? Bless you, Haley. Shame on you.
Bailey, you're grounded. You're grounded, Bailey. You're grounded. Go to bed.
Oh,
Oh,
oh God bless. That was funny.
I just never heard of it, so I'm guessing I'm not going to hear about it. So
No,
We'll
no,
we'll tell
gonna
you.
hear about that one.
We'll let Aaron tell you when we're not on air.
okay,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bailey's grounded. I don't know how else to tell him, but he's grounded. He's grounded.
Jeez. Yeah. This is us. Ryan, welcome to our nut house. This is how we always are.
no, that's good. I mean, it's what's it's supposed to be about.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's hard watching a lot of people that are just so serious all the time.
It's a bummer deal.
Cannot
But-
do it.
It's like why would I spend money to be so serious? I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. And the dead, just because they're dead, does not mean they don't have a sense of humor.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
you can still be respectful and have fun. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's right. That's exactly right.
Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Jay
Well, I'm-
said, if you want the best and the worst night of your house, hang out with us. Of your life. Your worst night of your life, hang out with us. Best and worst. We're
Look.
addicted to beer, Ryan.
Look, we are a lot of fun. We even have Jennifer's mom investigating with us down at rugby.
Yes,
And-
we did.
That was amazing. So Jennifer is a wonderful investigator, and her mom Kim, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that was so much fun. I think that was one of the best nights we've ever had.
That was a good time. We laughed. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that was so
I think we all looked like we had been crying because we laughed so hard.
Yeah.
That was good.
So, just some generic questions because it's always fun to ask. What is your go-to piece of equipment for each of you?
D.
what. What?
What's your go-to piece of equipment?
Oh, it cut off on my side. Y'all know I live on a
Right.
mountain in the middle of nowhere. I was like, what? What'd I do?
No,
was like,
no.
Is there something behind me besides the dog? I was
There's a
scared.
ghost behind you, literally.
There's a ghost behind you.
Yeah.
Bailey.
Is it my go-to piece of equipment?
Yeah.
Is that okay? So I love my two favorite things is I love a Phasma box. I love that, and I love a tripwire.
Right.
I just like it. I just enjoy that. It's probably because of the tripwire has all the colors and I'm kind of flighty and off the chain anyway, so I see colors and I'm like, oh look, a rainbow, and it just like lights up and it entertains me. But I love those two things. Then there's the magic boxes.
The magic box.
The magic boxes that we can't at 3 o'clock in the morning when you can't remember the name of a piece
No,
of
you
equipment.
can't remember the name of a tool. It's a magic box.
And so you just call them the magic box.
That's right.
So yeah. So that's my favorite. I like the Phasma box. I like the tripwire. I do like Audra's new piece of equipment, the Hydra.
That's so cool.
Oh, I love that one. That one's
Yeah,
a very cool
Yeah, that's
piece of equipment.
a good one.
But-
Yeah,
That's my favorites. That's my go-tos.
yeah.
Haley, you got anything?
Mine was a tripwire. To bounce off D. I enjoy watching that go off, especially watching the different colors go off based on EMF activity. But yeah, we had some really good activity at rugby with the tripwire. So that was and especially like intelligent responses too.
Yeah,
That was
at
cool.
the Huffington House.
Yeah.
Haley,
Tripwire.
have you had you ever used a tripwire before Fairfield? Because that's what we were
No.
using to race kids up there at Fairfield.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw a tripwire in action was at Fairfield, and it was when we were upstairs in the they call it something
It was like a little schoolhouse side to it there. Yeah.
And we thought we were communicating with children's spirits. And we had actually done a race with the investigators in the room, and we put a REM pod at the start of the tripwire, and we would count down from, say, like 3, 2, 1. And as we were counting down, the REM pod started going off. And then after 1, you would see this strip of color go off on the tripwire. That was my first time seeing it, and I've loved it ever since.
Yeah, when her face started lighting up because she loved that, that's when me and Audra said we're adopting Haley. We immediately call Erin. We're like, hey, guess what? We just adopted someone.
Just got someone new.
You haven't got rid of me since.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a dungeon. Yeah, thank you, Audra.
Yeah.
Erin, what's yours?
I don't know. I mean, myself. That's my favorite tool because when the hair starts standing up on end and you get the shivers and the chills and your bones get cold and I don't know. It's a very good feeling, I suppose. It is actually. It's kind of the coolest feelings you can ever have. I know that sounds weird, but and then damn. I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up between Maglite.
Yeah.
I love the Maglite, and it's so easy for them to give you responses because you can have like 2 different Maglites. One for yes, one for no, or you can do all sorts of different things with it. I think those are mine. That and Bailey said a digital recorder, and I have to admit, hearing them speak on a recorder is highly impressive. It's mind-bending because you were right there recording. You didn't hear it.
Right.
You're audibly with your own ear, and so the fact that it's recorded, that's really cool. That's really special.
Yeah, anybody who knows me, I'm an EVP junkie. I mean, that's what I carry around. If I'm in a building for 12 hours, I'll have 10 hours of recording. I mean, that's just the way I am. Mm-hmm. And I always say it's like, gold hunting. You go pan gold for 5 hours, you find that one flake of gold. And that's same with EVPs. You listen to 5 hours of recording and you get that 2-second voice, you're hooked. I mean, I don't care who you are.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
No, there's nothing like it. I love it. So usually when I go out, if I do solos, I'll have my phone, maybe a camera, and my recorder, and that's it. So and usually I forget to turn my camera on, so it's just my recorder.
Yeah, we come with all these good intentions, but sometimes the best intentions lie flat on the floor when it comes to investigating because you get so caught up in the moment that you forget that you have specific pieces of equipment that probably could have been really handy in the moment, but you just get so caught up that you forget. I can't tell you how many times we've forgotten recently to record ourselves, like with a camera or a cell phone or something.
I've actually set up my cameras before and done a whole session and forgot to hit record. I'll go over there and be like, son of a, oh man, whatever. But we're there for our own experiences more than for TikTok and Facebook. I mean, that's why we're there.
Yeah.
So if I forget to hit record, which probably 50-50 I do, it's fine.
I like watching people who don't drag stuff out. Just get to the meat and potatoes. Let me see what you got. Let me see the evidence you got. That's what I'm interested in. I know that sounds really rude and very to the point, but sometimes I'd rather see the short clips instead of like a 45-minute episode of something. Because, in 15 minutes, you can pack it all into 15 minutes. That's going to be one heck of a viewed piece of, social media. So I kind of appreciate when people put the smaller clips out instead of the
big ones. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was doing before. I was trying to cut some out because I mean, we go on Facebook Live a lot, try and do a little more. And
Yeah.
it's hard because, you're just recording for hour, 2 hours at a time. And
Yeah.
I am
Mhm.
surprised that people sit there and watch it the whole time, but they do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, some of them do. And that's just my personal.
No, you're right though. It's like this podcast. I mean, it's going to be an hour something long. We're over an hour right now into it.
Oh
And
yeah.
I make a whole bunch of shorts. I mean, I'll have 20 some shorts on this podcast, and I'll
Yeah.
put those out to TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. And
Yeah.
a lot of people is like, I won't watch the whole one because I already feel like I watched it, watching all the shorts that you
Yeah.
put out. So
Well, everybody's attention span these days are so short.
Yeah.
Because we're so used to everything just being at our fingertips all the time that we hardly ever sit and focus on something for long periods of time anymore. So
No.
to be expected.
yeah. Nacho won't watch anything past an hour, so he's gone already. So I'll get
That's funny.
That's
Yeah.
good. Oh my god.
No, he was on a podcast the other day on Beyond the Spirits, and we're like hour 20 minutes into it. He's like, I'm not gonna watch past an hour, so I don't care what we talk about now. So I'm like, okay. So Tennessee wise, what's the best place? If I'm gonna go down to Tennessee, where do I have to go? One place.
Well, I mean, we're going to say the Euro Shrine because we're the ambassadors for the Euro Shrine, but there's so many places here. Seriously, I would say the Euro Shrine because it's one of a kind. Your first experience there is guaranteed to be a mind-bending experience.
One of the most unique locations.
Yeah. Brushy Mountain, right? Brushy Mountain is a must. Brushy Mountain is a staple of Tennessee, so it's a must.
Scott County.
Scott County. Yeah, Scott County Jail.
I just love that little jail. I love that place.
Yeah, I do too. It's small but mighty. It's one of those that really packs a punch. It's really impressive. And then South Pittsburgh Hospital is another good. That for me was my playground for years. So, do you guys think of any others around here that?
I mean, it was my first time going to rugby this past September.
Damn, I keep forgetting
Well,
rugby.
there's a lot of locations in Tennessee. But I really liked rugby aside from the paranormal. It's such a cute town. So inclusive, so friendly, so welcome to outsiders. But especially in the fall, you got all the trees and they're turning leaves, and they actually have Irish road bowling too that they host where town members can join in, and then people who are visiting can join in. And you have people with their little shine or little drinks, and just such community, and it was just an awesome place. I would really recommend that place, even just stay.
Yeah, because that place, listen, Ryan, that place has so much history to it. I mean, their library alone had, how many books was it?
7,000.
7,000 books. And
Yeah.
only 5 books since 1887 went missing. 5.
They're down to 4.
Now they're down to 4 because one of the existing ones, somebody found it in a basement somewhere or something and returned it. So
we have second and third edition
4
of
books. That's
Edgar
insane.
Allan Poe and Charles Dickens, and being able to look at some of those books.
A lot of first editions.
We're talking about history here. I mean, you're getting to witness writings from the early 1800s and being able to witness that. And it's just breathtaking. It really is.
The church has the original buttermilk paint inside. The original buttermilk paint. They have the original stained glass windows. Everything in this church. And this church has been operating every single Sunday since 1887 and hasn't missed a Sunday. It's still operating. And they invite everybody. If you're into church, come join us for church on Sunday. You're welcome. It's precious. They have the print shop where a guy can go over and tell you how they made newspapers back then. I mean, it's really cool. The history is so cool how newspapers, like something might have happened 4 or 5 months ago and it's just showing up in the paper where there's a reason behind that. And he explains that to you. What else do they have? The R&M bookstore. It's the original. I don't think you guys didn't get to go in there. I don't think we didn't go there. But
they've got the general store. They've got that general store there.
Yeah.
And they got the visitor center, of course, which talks a lot about everything. And they've got the stage and the art museum. I mean, like they have the art and all that stuff that goes in and out, different things that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very beautiful place.
Yeah. Very. It's cool because as soon as you cross into Rugby, it's a village. It's not even. It's an unincorporated village. It's there. I mean, it's just the most beautiful place I've ever been. I just love the place. But when I die, I'm gonna haunt this place. That's gonna be my home. Every home is going to be my home because I'm going to haunt all the homes in the area because they're all so historic. But as soon as you cross into Rugby, like all of your troubles just float away. They disappear. They just leave your mind. And they come back abruptly and harshly when you cross back into the real world. But until then, you're just on cloud nine the whole time you're there. It's great. It's great.
Is it like just like stepping back in time then? Like
yeah,
that type of time?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like there's no light pollution, so at night the sky is just breathtaking. It's so bright with stars, and everybody. You could walk down the street. No, the cops aren't going to stop. I mean, there's no stop sign in the town. There's not even a stop sign. There's no stop signs, let alone no stop signs. Irish road bowling, you're bowling down the road of Rugby. Like Rugby's on one road. You know, like there's some houses, there's offshoots of some houses. It's very, very small. I'm talking like you might have 50 people that own properties there, maybe that many. And everything has to be built to specific blueprints from historic blueprints. It can't just be a random house. And they have to be specific colors. And this place is very tip top, very historical, because it was supposed to be a utopian society for the second sons. The second sons over in England didn't inherit the wealth of the family. They might inherit a little bit of land or some cattle. So it was a utopian society for them. And the problem is when they came to Rugby, they didn't have any work value. They didn't know how to use their hands. So they failed at everything they tried. It was a failure, you know. I mean, not really, because look at it today. And that's kind of Thomas Hughes' dream. But it's that I would say your shrine in Bristol, South Pittsburgh, Brushy Mountain, and Rugby are the top ones that you can go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about coming down Tennessee next year. I just trying to figure out the time. But I'm also trying to get to the UK also. So let me see if I can pull that out first.
Jealous.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would hit Tennessee first. I'm just saying. You know, it's probably a little bit cheaper. And yeah, you're gonna have to get in touch with us. When you come down here, you're gonna have to reach out to us and let us know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
You're gonna have to. Yeah.
I say Brushy Mountain's like one of those bucket list ones I've always wanted to go to. So I'm not huge. I'm not like huge on the like popular places.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Brushy Mountain is a popular place I kind of want to go to. That was like a couple of years ago I wanted to. I'm more into like the funeral homes, the wineries,
yeah.
places that
they have Brushy Mountain. When you do the day tour in Brushy Mountain, you don't get to go up to the third level. You only get to go to the third level during paranormal investigations, which is that's like what we were talking about earlier, how you get behind the curtain, kind of to see behind the curtain. This is one of those things. But you can take a day tour, and during the day tour, you can choose somebody who used to be a prison guard, or you can choose somebody who used to be a prison inmate to take you through. And there's the artwork on the walls from the prisoners, and it's really cool. They've set it up. I mean, they do moonshine vodka. There's an animal rescue there now. There's a Pearl's Pizza, the warden's table. I mean, there's a lot to do there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a full day. Like you got to go experience the daytime and then in the nighttime.
Definitely do it. But if I get the UK, I'm going to UK. Sorry.
We tried.
Yeah. UK groups have outshined on a podcast from Tennessee groups. I've had 3 UK groups, only 1 Tennessee group so far. So
Where do you
No.
want to go?
to the UK, I don't know.
Like,
I mean,
do you
I'm
have
just-
a specific place?
No, I talked to Emily Paranormal on a podcast,
Mhm.
and she did the True Crime Museum over there. And I kind of want to go do that, but
Mhm.
she's kind of like a history person, likes going out every day and just talking about history. So plan on going over there and trying to hook up with her for a few days and see what we can do. Then a couple other groups more south, try to
Yeah.
hit them up. So
That's what I was just about to mention. The
Yeah,
ancient
Ancient
Ram.
Ram. I know it's
Yeah.
getting so popular now.
It is,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like everybody wants to go.
Yeah, when those places that are going to start jacking up their prices. So
Isn't that a shame? That's a shame. That makes me so angry when they jack up their prices so high that it's like next to impossible to even get into some places.
yeah, it's getting pretty bad. I mean,
It really is.
It is,
and
yeah.
they're having that over in the UK too. Some companies buying places. So
I mean, it's not as bad if they put the money back into the building,
right,
or into the house or whatever it is. That's a good thing. That's something that I can get behind and support. And a higher price, if it's getting put back into the business, I can handle that. But if it's just getting put into somebody's pocket, that's a shame.
I think the issue is right now is that paranormal is getting so big and owning paranormal places that they're overpaying for them.
Yeah.
So the prices are so high just to cover the cost of what they paid for it.
yeah.
I mean, we'll see what the Conjuring House does.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was just about to mention that.
Yeah, because Matt Rife and who's the other guy?
Elton
I don't
Cassidy.
know.
Yeah, that have the Ed and Lorraine Warren's house
Yeah,
and the museum. I mean, they don't have the museum contents, but they have a house, and so
yeah.
I mean, their prices are ridiculous. I mean, nobody can get into that. Nobody
That's
can get.
$4,000 a night. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
doing it.
Andre, you're right. Like the Euro Shrine, we keep it affordable. We're not looking to make millions.
No,
Yeah.
majority of these places around here are affordable. And like you said, they put it back into the building itself. I've had some owners on. I've had Tanya Charlie on from
They're
Old
nice.
Hospital.
Connie and Charlie are so amazing. Yeah.
And they're doing it right. And it's just interesting how, they're in a Bible Belt, when they bought that place. I mean, you have to look at the podcast. I don't want to go over it all, but, for them opening that place back up, it brought businesses back up too. Like more businesses got, more customers. And so it's kind of neat what they did for the community. They're close to it. They were born in that hospital. So,
Yeah.
and Jason, we trust and believe.
Jason Hawes is who he's
Yeah.
talking
Jason
about.
Hawes.
hmm
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they get enough.
I don't know. I'm just kind of tossed up about that. I think Jason's a good person. I don't know. I don't know, man. That Conjuring House, it needs a break for a minute, I think. I think those spirits need a break.
I was going to say, he talked about too the possible state of the house and
Yeah.
pipes and how much work would need to be put in it. And that's just so sad.
Yeah, it really is. The floors upstairs, you can see, I mean, they're the original wood floors. So when you go up there, I mean, you can see gaps. When you're in that house, you could sneeze upstairs and you can hear it in the basement.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it does need a lot of work. And the basement, it's just the moisture down there, and I think I don't know if it's limestone or what, but it is crumbling. It's in disrepair. It really needs help. So I say that they help it. They put some money into it, bring it up to code, and give the spirits a rest for a little bit, and then maybe kick it back up. But
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, yeah, like that whole Jason things, I'm not quite sure on it, but I mean,
yeah, look who wants to be on camera. That's Trinity.
She keeps coming over. She got down off off her chair and kept over here and looked at me like, you realize it's my bedtime, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. Bucket list place. I always ask every group. One place, anywhere in the world.
Dang.
I would love to go to the Winchester House. I feel like that's kind of like a basic, like everybody knows about it, but I live in West Virginia and that's in California. So like it would be a nice place to go to, or I would say Visila.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't realize that you wanted to go that much to Visila.
Yeah, I mean it's a really interesting location. I think it would probably be my second location I want to go to. I think it's a little bit burnout. I think a lot of people know about it, and I think it's gotten a lot of use here recently. But I find it interesting.
That's pretty cool. I like that. What about you, Dee?
I would go to any castle in Scotland, and you all can just leave me there, and I ship my dog over. Yeah, just ship my dog to me, and just leave me in Scotland, and I'll find my Jamie Fraser, and I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
That deal.
And I will ghost hunt for the rest of my life in castles.
Yeah.
I love it.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I'd like to go to Dracula's castle. What is that called? Transylvania? Is that
Transylvania? That would be cool.
That one, or Alcatraz.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Alcatraz would be cool.
That would be a good one.
In there, like I would just go in there alone for 24 hours and just you'd find me in a corner somewhere shaking and crying by the end of the night, I'm sure. But I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
What about
Leek
you,
Castle? Leek Castle is always one of my favorites I want to go to in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was Southern Ohio, one of them. And it always amazed me. They said the Vatican.
You know what?
Ooh.
I never thought about the Vatican. That's a great idea.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
That would be so cool. Do you know how many secrets are held at the Vatican?
I would like to get in the archives of the Vatican.
Yeah.
I just want to yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'd never really thought about the Vatican before until Travis said it. I'm like, yeah, why not? I mean, talking about history.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
It kept secrets. I mean,
so many secrets, right?
Yeah.
And would the dead tell any of them?
I don't know.
Would they? They might. That'd be kind of cool.
Well,
Could you imagine being dead and being able to rat people out? I wonder if they get in trouble for that kind of thing. Like, it wasn't Lizzie Borden who did it. It was her sister and her uncle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if? Just what if?
I'll tell y'all when I die, though, I'm going to be like a cat. I've got a list of people that I want revenge on, and I'm just going to go to their house and be like a cat and knock everything off all their counters. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a whole week just knocking stuff over. That's just my plan. That's just my plan. That's just it.
Listen, if you pass away before me and shit starts falling off, I'm gonna be like, damn it, knock it off, pick up a broom, do something productive.
I'll just knock Danny's stuff over. Don't worry, it'll just be Danny's.
Deal. Oh.
All right, so that's about all the questions I have. I mean, what's your socials? Everybody can follow you on. Let's get some shout outs here.
You're not.
Facebook.
I thought you were asking for our social security numbers. What?
Oh, that's already out there in the comments. Don't worry.
This is the weirdest interview I've ever had. Haley disconnected.
Haley disconnected. She's like, no social security number for me.
I swear to you. I thought that.
Social media.
Oh my God. It's been such a long day. Oh my God. Yes. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, it's all under Tennessee Shadow Chasers.
Yeah.
I guess we lost Haley.
We'll
No
see when
social for
I-
you, Ryan. She's not giving it up. She's
Oh,
not
she's
giving
back.
up her social security number, buddy.
Something just, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what just happened. I laughed and then my screen went black.
You pulled a me and touched a button, didn't you? You touched a button.
What happened?
Touched a
Sorry,
button.
sorry. Continue with our regular program.
Oh God, that was good. That was good. I was telling him where our social media is, not our social security numbers. You're totally
Yeah.
different. Just, yeah.
No, I mean, so follow Tennessee Shadow Chasers on all media.
Yes.
Again, I watched a lot of your videos. I try to get through most of them, but there's a lot of groups out there. So
Yeah.
again, I'll look you up if I ever come down. Then if you want to come up to Ohio sometime, do Madison, let me know.
Yeah.
There's some decent places on the way up too. I mean, obviously,
Deal. So if we come up there, we're gonna holler at you, and vice versa. You holler at us when you come down here.
yeah, hopefully
Mhm.
next spring I'll give you a holler and
Yeah.
I'll get down there. Then that's about it. If you guys have anything big news coming up or anything that's coming up, or I don't know what I say, like something happens, like you want to talk about, reach out to me, come back on the show.
Deal.
Always welcome. Every guest that comes on is always welcome back. I mean, if Audra wants to come on sometime.
Yeah. Oh, we will. The Southern Ohio Paranormal, the Broadwell
Yeah.
Funeral Home. Deal.
That's supposed to be good, real good. I've been trying to get down there. I haven't had a chance. They run that down there, so
That's good.
hopefully I get down there soon. But again, thanks for coming on. Thanks for letting me
Thank
learn
you for
about
having us.
Tennessee and what it has to offer.
Yes.
Hour 27 minutes in, try to cut off an hour. Never happens once. So keep having fun. I mean, that's all it's about. And
That's right.
you know, all that stay spooky crap that everybody says and all that fun stuff. But
Yeah.
again, I hate ending shows. We're just going to end it. Thanks again. Follow them on all social media. You don't need their
you.
social security numbers.
Thank
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Ryan. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.